Hi chat, welcome in everyone. Happy Friday to you. I am Chef JT, and I am cooking tuna, and we are prepping rib roast for Sunday. I'm also currently scrubbing my cutting board off. Coffee. Hopefully everyone has had a lovely week, ready for the weekend. Wasn't too shabby. We're getting there with things. Welcome in, Miss Sefty. Hello, Will. Need to finish up with my truck for the year. My renewal on my things at the end of the year. Got to deal. I dealt with the DMV for the most part. I hope. But I still got to do the smog and all that because it's not a brand new truck anymore. Not that I really want a brand new truck either. I feel like if you buy a new truck, you either get... Oh, my problem is I would have to want to actually use the truck. Like, I have a trailer that needs some serious towing ability. And I feel like if you get a truck today, it's either you gotta sort of get, it's almost like they've created with the electric trucks a sort of like new Ranger class or new Tacoma class, that like small car frame truck. Because like you don't have the distance, you don't have the real towing. And then if you get a real gas truck, you have the blight of having a new truck that's not an electric. And how dare you? And so I sort of feel like the best option if you need a real truck is to have an old truck right now. After all, my truck has done well over 100,000 miles. Many of that towing that said trailer. Wow, that was a lot of spam. Silly bot. Another week or two and let's see. I had it working beautifully this morning. I broke it again. Chat's just like sprinkle bot win. Hey JK. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for joining me tonight. Cheers. We're going to start with the rib roast tonight. We're going to get that done, set up, out of the way. Maybe even completely cleaned up, and then we'll deal with the tuna. So anyone here strictly for tuna, it may be a bit. Not too tremendously long, but here, I'll give you a teaser. Tuna teaser. want to take I picked it for the marbling. It's gotten a bit smushed on this end. It's got a bit of an angle cut because of the part of it. And we got the very and right now I'm debating, do I do the steak here and make this my roast? I think that's sort of what I have to do. It's not really what I want to. Yeah, but I think that's what I have to do. We're gonna have to go right about here. We're gonna go tight onto this bone, make ourselves somewhat of a decent steak here. Decent steak, I mean like ridiculously thick steak by any other standard, but and then this will prep for Sunday night. Yeah, we're going to save that for some time in the future here. Do I cut the bone off of it? I haven't decided how I want to do this completely, obviously, chat. I'm sitting here thinking through things. I know I haven't been overly chatful. If you have any questions, please shoot. We're gonna leave you bone in. And we're freezing it for later because I'm not going to get to it until at least next year. Got quite a few things already planned in the calendar. I did throw chicken stock on the calendar. That's going to happen Is it next Sunday? I think it's next Sunday. Since I'm throwing this in the freezer, I'm gonna displace as much of the air out of the bag as possible. That's why I filled the pot with water. That way the bag is at least somewhat closely pulled up against the meat so that not too much frost can be created. Next best thing to not going to get rid of that. I'm just not wanting it as really part of the main roast. Do I do mini French? Just the tips? Nah, I don't want to scrape it. Those look like they're going to be a pain to scrape too. And I have no idea how strong my sink is, and so I'm not going to play any games like they do in professional kitchens. Most professional kitchens have very strongly adhered sinks, or at least they look like they do. And I have seen more than one butcher in my day who will tie a piece of twine to the sink and around the bone with the slip knot so it pulls tighter as it pulls against it, and just yanks on it until the twine pulls everything off of the bone. You better have a strong sink if you're going to have that happening. Just leaving it there. I am going to tie this up though. Trying to drag through the fat rather than just go underneath the thing. Let's see, how do we want to do this? Actually, we want to do it the other way around. And hey, Alex. Welcome, Mo. delicious. I felt that the bread to meat ratio could have been better. I had too much bread. It was delicious bread, and the rib was delicious, and the rib with the bread was delicious. There was just too much bread. And I actually had the second one last night. That's what I had for dinner last night. I reheated the other half of that rib and used up the other roll. If you say so. I wasn't expecting to get in a bread measuring contest today. I would do one of those fancy tie it once and then wrap it. But that's better for doing like a pork tenderloin, or if you're doing a whole beef tenderloin, or just doing a couple. Keep the whole thing together, looking nice. Strands here, straps. And then this is going to go in the fridge. We're going to coat this, but it's going to go into the fridge coated with seasoning to dry out until Sunday. And Sunday morning, hopefully I'll wake up and remember, and before 11 a.m. I'll get that thing into the immersion circulator. So what are we coating this with? This is it's essentially going to be let's put it this way, Alex. I will be streaming on the 25th doing my normal ingredient challenge. The vote is up for that right now. It's between port wine, which is really nice, sweet, but fortified, high alcohol wine, and what's the other one? It's escaping my memory. What's up again? Oh, pancake syrup. Very appropriate ingredients for like a holiday challenge. Yes, it looks like pancake syrup is running away with it at this point. So that is my plans for the actual holiday, or for Christmas. I will be doing this on Sunday. This is Sunday's stream along with, it's in the dinner command, I think, or in the Discord. Yeah, there it is. It's in the dinner command. Thank you, Will. Okay, we got that. We got this. Yeah, we're coming together with our spices here. I got distracted. Salt. We're gonna need a fair amount of salt here. Onion powder is my last contribution to this pile. We've got mustard, garlic, onion, salt, MSG, and pepper. And this is going right there. Okay. So we're going to put this on a plate. Well, let's coat it on the board and then transfer it to the plate. I don't know why they decided, like, maybe, I don't know at what point they decided to make this change, but at some point during my lifetime, we switched from using dry rubs on, like, we still have dry rubs in barbecue, let's forget that part. But we switched at one point for most other roasts from having rubs for our roasts to dry marinating or dry brining. And I don't even understand the marketing behind that one, because typically it's, there's an air fryer or something that comes out and sort of redefines a name. There's some maybe there was some chef that I didn't hear about that got known for making roast and just always. This happened with turkeys too. From brining to dry brining instead of dry rub. Now we're going to transfer that to plate. If I did any heavy butchering on this, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now, but it doesn't really need this extra salt anyways, it's pretty well coated. This is now going to sit in the fridge, like I said, until Sunday morning. Open air, no bag, no nothing. No plastic wrap. We want the air to get at it. We want it to be slightly drier. Despite the fact that the salt will most certainly draw out liquids from the meat. But hopefully the refrigerator will do a nice job of blowing air around and dry all that out. Sort of confused. I had an animal or something, maybe a neighborhood cat thinks I'm its care tender, but I had an offering left at my door today from something. It was I think it was a baby possum. Or maybe just a really small version of it, or maybe a small vole or something like that. Now we're going to clean all this up here so that it's not in the way. No scramblers tonight, huh? That one was almost a gimme. Going back to talking about SprinkleBot because it's on my mind. I got it. I have a session manager that handles all of the connections. That's running fine. That's doing good stuff. I've got an event handler that I have mostly completely tested at this point, and it is doing well. The database is doing okay, but I don't have all my updates and all my data sorted out. I don't have any of the Discord stuff sorted out yet. And that's what's currently on my plate. I've got the bot able to attach to my Discord app and able to do things, but I haven't done any of the programming behind it. And I just put the initial stuff into it there during today, which in turn broke most of the stuff I just told you was doing okay. Including the program that handles all the startup and shutdown and cleanup and after we get Discord sorted, hopefully we can get it running on the streaming PC. Well, hopefully we can then get it running on its new home on the new Raspberry 5 Pi that I got, or Pi 5, and set up it to run properly with the stuff here on stream directly. Maybe I should have taken a holiday break to reprogram everything. That's not my style. Not my style. Okay, what are we doing for dinner tonight? Let's start off with cucumbers, I think, because we want to let those hang out for a bit. I say cucumbers, and I have a cucumber. I went with English. I went to one store specifically because they typically have the smaller, I don't know if they're Persian but the smaller, more better skin one? I don't know. Different. But we're stuck with this because those weren't there. Let's see how thick we want to go here. Oh, this is all the way up. Twisting the screw in the back. The newer ones they make are much better because they have a much bigger, wider turning thing that controls this. So you have a much more, like, this is such a small screw. The control you have over it is much less than you would over a large screw. I think that'll do. Cucumber's one of those smells that it's always fresh smelling, but for some reason it's not always my favorite fresh smell. Hi, Nan Reader. Not risking my fingers that much. This whole dinner is sort of like, let's mash up all of Asia and put it into, it's the chop suey of modern day. Reuse the salt bowl. Sweet chili sauce. Rice vinegar. Worcestershire. Soy. Because I have it in the fridge, mirin. Dried thyme. Dried oregano. Sesame oil. White sesame seed. with the new white sesame seed in back. I wasn't sure if I had that much left. It was cheap. As far as which is why I bought a small one, because it's probably old. At least that's my initial assumption. Stores don't put, like, stores either put spices on sale because they just ordered them and their shelves are so full and they want more room for other stuff, or they're getting so old that they want to get rid of them. And then black sesame seeds for a little contrast. Give this all a little stir up. And over the top it goes. All right, there we go. There is our cucumber salad with our tuna tonight. Just in time for an ad. So where do we start with next? We got to get our rice situated. Let's get our rice together. It's not overly exciting. We can do that while people are away on ad time. I have enough tuna that this is most certainly multiple meals here. I'm actually debating. I don't really have anything. This is definitely more than one meal. Going 2 cups deep on our rice tonight. Complicated rice process here, chat. No erroneous flavorings. Just gonna leave that as is. So that's ready to go when we're ready to start cooking our rice. Actually, we might be to add time here. Why don't we get this mixture together first? Water left in the bowl. Cleaning it. Forgetting what I'm doing, I'm not going in the refrigerator, I'm grabbing salt. Salt. Yeah, let's do one more. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. We can do that. We still got time to do that. What am I forgetting in this list? A bit more herbage. Nice cigarette. Yeah, it's and I will honestly tell you that my way of cooking is not the best way to do things financially, especially the way they sell things. If you're going to do project meals at home, or if you're doing budget foods at home, meal prep is like, I sort of do meal prep. I do like 2-day meal prep. I most certainly do what is most cost effective, which is, you know, typically 6 to 7 day or multiples of that in prep. So we got that all loveliness. So we got salt, MSG. We needed some sugar in there too, and some honey in there. But that's actually very much a trend right now. Just read an article about stores saying that's currently the trend, where more and more people are cooking at home rather than out and about. And I mean, it fits with the whole so many restaurants are dying thing right now. Hey, head of broccoli. Mixing that honey up with all the dry ingredients here, almost making a paste. Definitely sticking to my hand, which is what we want. We just want it sticking to the tuna too. Now to thin that out slightly, sesame oil and soy. Nice, okay. And that is something that you can easily, like when I first got into things, when I was first living alone, I loved my Americanized version of essentially fried rice. I would mix all sorts of stuff with rice. And you can most certainly do the same. To easily change that up. Actually, you can, in addition to that, you can make up a whole bunch of simple chicken and rice dinners, and then you can have other things that are smaller to accent it and change it up and make it different so you're not eating the same thing every night. Fresno peppers are good for that too. Nice color, good color. They're pricey though. So got these on paper now. And I'm going to dry them out with another piece of paper on the other side. Welcome, head of broccoli. Start off with some soy sauce. I never would normally put sugar on anything that I was searing like this, but this is going to be a quick sear. So made about half the topping I think I need here from my coating my tuna. So I think I'm going to treat it that way. Like I made half of as much as I needed. I'm trying to make it somewhat of a single layer of sesame seeds. We don't want any of it like absolutely packed on there. Thin layer, thin coat. Relatively. How about yourself? They can see me. Welcome in. No. Actually, maybe we don't need that for the last bit, but I just put it in the fish con. Clean up my hands, we'll make some more coating. I feel like I'm wasting a roll of paper towels tonight. I'm not, but I feel like I am. Alright, onion powder. Black sesame seeds. Black sesame seeds. One of these fingers has got to have a fingernail on it. There we go. Sesame seeds. Medium rare at most. I'm just searing it. And I'm not even going to sear the sides of it. I'm just searing the tops and the bottoms. Bit of herbage. Good pinch of salt. This fish is not cheap anywhere, but it was not outrageous if I split this into at least 2 to 3 dinners. But I would say, yeah, this is a nice dinner. Both of the dinners this weekend are nice dinners. I've spent some money on this weekend. I've even got a box of wine. Sort of wish I had some what's the Japanese seaweed spice mix. I would say that's probably in the ballpark of what I paid. I don't really... Yeah, I got rid of it. I don't know where it is. Yes, Alex. That lovely stuff with the name that I don't want to repeat, but yes. This isn't too far off of teriyaki head of broccoli. I'm not a big fan of teriyaki myself. But I'm much more of a fan of... Well, there's some teriyakis that aren't horrible, but... Soy and sugar is sort of my choice, which is sort of the same anyways. Soy and sugar, soy and brown sugar, soy and molasses, something along that line. And you've got 80-90% of what that and oyster sauce are. Music, where'd you go? I didn't touch my ear, did I? I don't think I did. It's just quiet, isn't it? Yep, he's just a quiet one. Tonight's playlist is a lot more ambient, like music. It's not entirely. There was definitely a decent rock tune or two in there, but it's definitely one of the chiller playlists I have. Tuna is very much sort of its own element. It's delicious. It is a beautiful fish. I would not compare most other fish to tuna and vice versa. It's got all sorts of connective in it. This is going to be a little bit tougher piece. That said, tuna is one of, is the epitome of fish in many cases. But like everything else you're going to find, at least here in the United States, I keep forgetting I have an international audience. In the States, you go to a fishmonger, tuna is not going to be the same as anything else you find in that case, despite it being one of the most fished and most consumed fish available. Like it's without question probably the number one canned option in the US. And there's different varieties of tuna that are wildly different too. Like this is not the same stuff they put in cans. Nice broccoli. Alright, we're going to start heating up our rice. Start cooking our rice. Give our cucumbers a stir in the drink. Make sure they're all staying nice and coated and making friends. For anyone just joining in, this is more or less a quick and dirty sweet chili and rice vinegar vinaigrette. But we've got sesame, soy, Worcestershire, umami of all sorts in there. We're going to sear these one at a time. And really hot. Really quick. It was a nice guess. Try and flip these and see how much damage I did putting them on the paper. I knew they were going to release some moisture between the sugar and the salt against the flesh. And it looks like most of the coating stayed with the tuna, so I think we're safe. But we're gonna wait until this pan over here is real nice and ripping hot. And I'm doing it over the hotter burner that I rarely do because it's not as good for you all to see, unfortunately. But it is a lot hotter. Covered that earlier, but I'm going to be here on 25th. I will be streaming Ingredient Challenge, and the vote is running away for pancake syrup. I was sort of hopeful for port wine, but both of those are delicious choices for... Hi Summary, you have to type !scramble to join into each round of the scramble. Oh hey, we got some smoke going here. We're nice and warm now. So let's start off with our smallest piece of tuna. I'm going to turn the fan on high, I apologize. Get a little noise out of that maybe. Oh no, it's still filtering most of it out. Not sure what a send some is. Can you send some of your sprinkles? Yes, you can gift your sprinkles by typing !give sprinkles, and followed by the name of the person you'd like to give them to. That should be working. Alright, in with the big boys. First one, biggest one first. Oh, send summary. My apologies for making fun of that one. That one makes sense. It was just missing a D. And I wonder silently if Sprinklebot and back just had a heart attack or not. Because that was the normal bot that did it, but Sprinklebot is running in the background too. starting to lose some heat in the pan, so I turned the flame back up. It was getting too smoky, so I turned it down. Should also point out, tuna is one of those fish that is very commonly also served all over the place. Like, it's served raw and not just in sushi. All sorts of raw tuna dishes out there. And then it's cooked and prepared in all sorts of ways too. In with our last one. I'm relying almost entirely upon my cast iron for this. There's a little sesame oil there, but there's really no oil here. We're just relying on that pan to not stick. And some of it is sticking. I am searing it with sugar in there. This one is probably going to be a little bit darker, maybe. We're essentially doing the same thing, but I'm doing it in a pan rather than on the grill. Give it a moment longer. And so, I don't know if, did I say medium before? We're definitely not like, we're like definitely medium rare to rare. We're basically, or even black and blue, but I am, like, let's see if I can do this, give you that angle. These are definitely not fully cooked through, but they are nicely seared. That color is because of the sugar, but it being on the edge of burning is also because of the sugar. So, putting Mr. Wiggles through a workout there. Oh, we definitely want the fan on. So we're waiting on our rice now. And I forgot the thing that I forgot earlier again. Let's see if we can't quick throw that together while we're waiting on the other. I forgot I had this half-finished leek in the fridge. Imagine not finishing a leek, chat. Oops, wrong side. I don't know, has it been 10 minutes since? I don't think it has. Let's give ourselves another 5 minutes here before we do our final plate up. Heats off on those. Oh, mahi mahi. Nice little crack at the back there. See what we got going on in the Discord here. We've had some other recent food photos here. In the ingredient in the Share Food Picks channel, and we have our McRib from earlier. We have crawdad. Our gochujang gumbo. garlic parm chicken casserole. From the other night, our fresh made pasta from the ingredient challenge on Wednesday. Black garlic pasta. That turned out pretty good. The bitterness, I think it was over the whole dinner, but the bitterness got to me on this, and so towards the end of the dinner, I was like, it's sort of like eating too much sugar. It was just sort of like, oh. We got our Christmas dumplings and some mac. Is there a difference between a scallion and a spring onion? It very much depends on who you're talking to. There are most certainly different varieties and different plants, but when it comes to what's available to you at the supermarket, it could be an Asian chive, it could be a green onion, it could be, like, Asian chives look like green onions, whereas American or European or Western style chives are those super small, fine, tubular herbs that you can chop up. It falls under the category that there are way more vegetables and way more fruits and way more diversity available out there than they can afford to market the general public. Rice reveal time. That's looking delicious. Take our leeks and butter. Well, you have to also consider that the vegetable purchasing manager and the people that actually determine what they're buying are not the people putting it on the floor. In most supermarkets that I see, you still have a crew of solid employees there, but it's not the ones that are stacking the shelf. We're plating, chat. Top or bottom, chap? Maybe we'll do these. Yeah, we'll do a spoon. Haven't tried this brand before, but this is one of the better names out there right now, at least from the articles and stuff that I've read on it. Give it a little bit of a my hands just keep slipping. There we have it, chat. Give Chad a close-up look here. And so that's where we're going to leave it for tonight. I shall be back here on Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday, and Friday and Sunday this coming week. Hope you all have a lovely evening tonight. Hope you have a great weekend. I'm not going to be adventurous. It's the holiday weekend. It's probably going to be nuts out there if you go out to the bars, but everyone's a visitor. You're not going to find anyone interesting that you're going to be able to hang out with beyond that. I don't know, maybe that's the appeal for some. Anyways, I shall be back here on Friday. Have a great weekend, everyone. Good night.